All right, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Look at this. What's going on, everyone? By the way, this is some outdated stuff here. Holy crap! I want to talk about an outdated leaderboard. That's like 2-3 years old right there. How you doing? Welcome to the pre-stream and a nice misclick that allowed me to accidentally put this on your screens. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I hope I find you well. This is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. 7 straight days I've been here streaming with you guys. A full freaking week without any time away. Luckily, tomorrow I will finally get a day off, although yet again, with the fact that I only get 1 day off a week, tomorrow's going to be an insane day. I have like a million things to do tomorrow during my day off, so rather than actually spending some nice relaxing time with my family, I'll be driving from place to place, going from appointment to appointment, doing a million things all in one day because it's the only day that I get off to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Today is the 3rd of November, 2021. It's a Wednesday, okay? Before we even start, I want to forewarn everyone of this coming Sunday. This coming Sunday, daylight saving time ends in the United States. What that means is that our clocks roll back 1 hour. And starting this coming Sunday, which would be November 7th, all of my streams will be starting an hour later than usual. Okay? Some of you already changed your clocks. I know those of you who live in the UK, I guess you guys changed your clocks this last weekend. I don't know about the rest of the world if you guys even change your clocks or not. But definitely be aware of this because I get the feelings a lot of people will not be, and then they'll come to the stream and be like, where's Phil? I don't understand. The stream's not on at the right time. And in reality, it is. It's just going to be an hour later moving forward because of daylight saving time ending. No, daylight saving time does not serve any purpose whatsoever at all. It doesn't save electricity. It doesn't help the farmers. It does nothing. Just our government is so ineffective and outdated at getting anything done, they have not written it out of law that we do it. Our state here, Washington, wants to get rid of it, and for some reason, the federal government has blocked them or something. It's just some really weird, convoluted system. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. A long streaming week for sure. It's been a fun streaming week for sure. I hope that you guys enjoyed this streaming week. I know I did. Today, I want to talk to you guys this morning about the state of how things are going here on my streams, about how things have been lately, how some things behind the scenes have affected me, and why basically I'm kind of doing what I'm doing for the coming week before these big new releases hit, because I've noticed over the last several days, people coming on the streams and being very negative, being very skeptical and critical of the fact that, if you haven't noticed, I'm not really playing any new high-profile games this week, even though there's less than a week until new releases, if you're not aware. It's the 9th of November is the release of Forza Horizon 5 on Xbox Game Pass. 1 week from tomorrow is the release of the Grand Theft Auto Definitive Trilogy, which everyone is going to want to see me play nonstop. So basically we're building towards that, and it's a slow build. And some people are upset that I didn't why didn't you play, Metroid Dread this week? Why aren't you playing Guardians of the Galaxy this week? And yada, yada, yada. All right? And as I said many, many times, you can please all of the people some of the time. You can please some of the people all the time, but you cannot please everyone all of the time. It's impossible. All right? All I can do is try to keep putting out entertaining streams for you guys within the limitations that I have of what I can do, and hopefully people will come chill with me no matter what I'm playing. Now, the thing is, this week, I'm currently playing a good variety of games. However, admittedly, a lot of the games are kind of the same theme. So, for example, right now, let's talk about the games I'm playing and whatever for now. Today, I'm playing Visage, a psychological horror game that, quite frankly, is very scary. It's one of the scariest games I've ever played. Currently, the plotline I'm in, you're stuck in like a horror-themed hospital. We've already been in the haunted house, and with 2 different ghosts coming after us, with these light mechanics of flashing a camera that's actually scary as shit, in my opinion. Definitely feeling it, and I usually don't feel it when I play a horror game, but this game actually has been creeping me out significantly, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that it came out for Xbox Game Pass so that I could try it out on the Halloween Marathon. I liked it so much, and the viewers liked it so much, you guys wanted to see more of it, so that's why we're playing it this week. Okay? We're still playing House of Ashes. We're doing the second run. All right? This is something you guys requested the entire time I was doing the first run and people started to die, you guys were like, man, you got to go back and do a second run and try to do better because so many people died. It's definitely changing the ending. We want to see a better ending. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, and we're more than halfway through House of Ashes right now, okay? Now, what else? Continuing on with Far Cry 6, we're in the end game. We have like maybe 2 streams left of Far Cry 6, and it looks like we're wrapping that one up, okay? So that's good, right? We got progress there. Lost Judgment. Now, that's a playthrough that we all knew when it started over a month ago. That game was going to take forever to beat because we knew it wasn't going to bring in mainstream viewership, and we knew that I was going to have to balance it with all the other stuff that I was doing, right? Admittedly, the last one, I would have liked to have played it more, but I played it as much as I basically could while maintaining a variety stream. If I played it anymore, people would have complained there's just too much Lost Judgment, it's too much of the same game. We know it's a super long game. At this point, I'm more than halfway through it, I feel. Excuse me. But, what are you going to do? You got to stick with it. You got to keep going. And I'm enjoying the game a lot. I'm playing it tonight, actually. It's the late stream tonight, okay? And, of course, I'm still doing my weekly session of Street Fighter. So, Jasper is going under this. He's going underneath it, you nut. There's nothing under there. There's a couple storage bins. Anyway, so the point I'm getting at is, right now I'm playing 2 horror-themed games, a lengthy action-based RPG, an open-world first-person shooter, and a fighting game, right? Like, that's what I'm playing right now, okay? Now, we already talked this week about what I'm planning to do once I beat Visage. Visage we only have today and likely one more stream and we've beaten the game. So once that's done, you know, the talk was that people wanted to see me continue on with Condemned Criminal Origins. This was a game that was a launch title for the Xbox 360. About 5 years ago, you guys asked me to play it on a Halloween marathon, and back then, I wasn't an interactive streamer, and so I wasn't really talking with you guys or getting any feedback or whatever on the game. Instead, I was just playing it cold, and you guys didn't really, well, let me put it this way. I think people who like the game because it's a nostalgic game for a lot of people were enjoying it, but I wasn't. Like, I wasn't getting the game and having fun with it. Then you guys renominated it for this Halloween marathon, and what a difference. 5 years later, me playing it with an interactive audience, us chilling and talking and reacting and having fun conversation about the game, it ended up being very entertaining to the point where now people were like, hey, I really wish that you would keep playing it. So I said, okay, great. That sounds like a plan. Let's do that. Let's do Visage and let's do Condemned this week. These are 2 shorter games, shorter playthroughs that we can get through before the new releases hit next week, and they take priority because you very much know that's what's going to happen. Those new releases will come out, and that's going to be all that anyone's going to want to see. No one's going to care about these older games anymore, and they're going to say, just do the new stuff, right? So that's the plan. But then all of a sudden, I start noticing this week, the last couple days, number one, everyone's kind of being negative on the stream, saying, oh, Phil's just playing these old games. Phil's playing games that are horror-themed and Halloween ended. And we really wish that he would have went out and bought Metroid Dread and Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's what he was playing this week, because that would have brought new games to the stream, and that would have allowed new eyes on the stream. People who've been waiting for these games would have been excited, and it would have basically been a much better situation, okay? That's basically what people were saying the last couple of days. And then, admittedly, on top of that, the last 2 days, support on my streams has been slow as hell. We're talking like, I'm streaming 2 hours, and we haven't even hit the Gunnar Glass's goal yet. Some days we barely do. The night streams have been really slow. Last night, I made $30 playing House of Ashes, which is crazy because the attendance was good. The actual attendance of the stream was pretty decent for a late night stream of a game I've already beaten once, but contributions have been pretty slow. I'm just being honest, okay? So here's what I'm noticing, and I'm like, well, this is not good. Because allow me to now elaborate a little bit on what's been going on with me these last few weeks and how it's affected me and what I wanted to do on streams and how basically I haven't really had the flexibility to do what I want, okay? October was not a great month. I talked about it all October. I said, man, October this year is the polar opposite of how October usually goes. Usually, here's how the year goes for me. The summer's pretty decent, and then all of a sudden in October, things really ramp up because a ton of new games come out, back to back to back. Usually they're high-profile, AAA, giant hyped games. This brings in more people to my content and my streams to watch these hyped games, In turn, this brings in more contributions, more ad revenue because there's more views on my content. In general, October is the first of 3 giant months where things go whoop for me with content creation. I don't know how it works with everyone else out there. I would assume it's kind of the same for anyone who does video game stuff. But this year was actually the opposite. The actual opposite. This year, October things went down from September. Why? I'll tell you exactly why. Because there was nothing going on in October. Alan Wake Remastered. Super Monkey Ball Collection. Right? Far Cry 6, the sequel to a game that's almost exactly the same game, and everyone panned the game in reviews. Even though, personally, I'm really liking the game and I think it's chill fun, it's hard to bring eyes to a stream when everyone out there slammed the game saying it's too similar to the previous games and it's not fun. I disagree, but it is what it is. The stigma is already out there, right? Lost Judgment, no, I didn't expect that we were going to get giant amount of eyes on my streams for Lost Judgment. We didn't have it for Yakuza. We didn't have it for the original Judgment, so that's not a shock, okay? House of Ashes, for 2 days, the streams were great. And then after I beat the first run, now I'm doing the second run. And of course, that you're going to have diminishing returns. You're not going to have people who are here for the entirety of the second playthrough and supporting the second playthrough the way they did the first playthrough. This is all natural stuff. But the point I'm making here, okay? The point I'm making here is that October this year had 0, and I mean it, 0 AAA high-profile hyped releases. The 2 games that I skipped in October, Metroid Dread, well, that game was the sequel to a game from the early 2000s that is an old-school Metroid game. Every time I play Metroidvania-style games on my streams, they fail. Low viewership, low support, low everything, and everyone's screaming for me to play something else. So I admittedly skipped it on purpose, thinking that's a game that I could play later when there's other cool stuff going on in games. I'll balance it with that so that it's not me playing it and everyone complaining that it's boring. You see? Now, Guardians of the Galaxy. Admittedly, that's a game that I missed out on because the game was completely misrepresented. That game, all the previews and everything they put out for it, the game looked bad. Like, it really looked terrible. And then apparently the game comes out and everyone says, oh my god, this game is really outstanding. Well, shit. That one, admittedly, that's a miss for me. I absolutely would have played it on launch day if I had known it was going to be good. But all the evidence we had said it wasn't going to be good. And then it comes out and it's great. I'm like, okay, well, that's definitely one that I want to play then, okay? Now, that was October. Now we're in November, okay? Here's the situation I'm facing, all right? And this is me being completely transparent with all of you. I'm broke, basically. I don't have funds to do anything with right now, okay? In October, at the end of the month, I was hit with a over $1,500 legal bill for shit that I had to do to try to clean up the giant mess made by someone who committed identity theft with me and screwed up all my financials. I had things that were fucked up to the point where I had multiple things that weren't paid, fees on top of fees, saying I'm in default and stuff, which I should not have been, but all my shit was compromised. So it got frozen, and it took me a while to figure all this shit out. And I had to pay a ton of money to get stuff fixed and get back on track, which thankfully I am now, but it costs money. I actually said this on Twitter. I said, in America, it's fucked up because you become the victim of a crime and you have to pay money to fix your own shit. Like, I was the victim of a federal crime, but now I'm set back tons of money because of a criminal. And I have no defense against it, okay? Now, I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. I am not going to put up with any more fucking slander and defamation and bullshit. These scumbags who say, oh, I know all about identity theft. You don't have to spend any money to do anything. Fuck you and your mother. Really. Fuck you and your mother. Because you're a piece of shit. I'm the one who's going through it right now. I'm the one who's going to have a bad time trying to pay back all this fucking money I owe now for all the shit I had to go through. I know what I fucking owe because I have the bill in front of me. And you're not going to sit here on the internet and lie about it because you're a scumbag who just wants to fucking contradict everything I say to try to make me look bad. Fuck you. You don't know shit. You don't. You're not here in my shoes putting up with this shit every day. I'm tired of the slander and defamation against me and everyone saying I'm a liar. Fuck you. You don't know anything. You're a dumb fucking kid living in your parents' fucking basement with no bills and no responsibility for yourself. Or you're some lucky snowflake who's been protected from real life and doesn't actually understand the repercussions when someone fucks with your livelihood every single fucking day like they do with mine. Okay? I'm done with it. I am in a bad situation now because of the crimes that happen against me. It's that simple. Now, I had to pay a big chunk of those legal fees at the end of October because if I didn't, I was going to get slapped with ridiculous amounts of interest and late fees and stuff, on top of the fact that for a month, all my shit was fucked up because I had no money because of the identity theft. Now I have these fees that I have to pay, and if I don't pay the legal fees, now again, I get slapped with interest and shit, okay? So all that shit going on behind the scenes. On top of that, there's other shit going on too. Like I actually told you guys the other day. So I do this awesome Halloween marathon, right? The Halloween marathon is just outstanding. We have a ton of fun together with it. One of the best ones I've done, I feel, because the games were outstanding. The best episode of Feasting with the King we've ever done. The support was good. I made over $300 in tips that day, okay? I literally end the marathon. I go downstairs, and the vacuum cleaner is sitting in the middle of the floor. And I say, Kat, what's wrong? Oh, the vacuum cleaner broke. What? Yeah, the motor must have gone because there was smoke and everything and it won't turn on now. And I'm like, seriously? Like, you know? I'm like, wow, I just had a really long, fun, but very draining day entertaining my audience. And guess where the money is going from that stream? To buy a new vacuum cleaner, you know? But this is what I mean. Like, this shit just never lets up. And it's coming to the point where it's becoming so frustrating for me now. You know, it's just like, it never ends, man. It never fucking ends. It never ends. It's just endless. One thing happens, another thing happens, another thing happens, and they just keep piling up. And I can't take care of them. I just don't have the flexibility financially like I used to. There was a time when, oh, something like that happens, pull out your credit card. I don't have a credit card. Oh, something like that happens, go to your savings. I don't have savings. You know, I don't have anything. You know, this sucks. This really seriously sucks. And I'm now in a situation because, and by the way, that's not everything. That's the main stuff that happened. That I wasn't expecting to get a $1,500 fucking legal bill at the end of October. I was expecting to get maybe a few $100s. And I was like, oh, that'll be no problem. Then in addition to that, in October, there's other stuff that happens every quarter. Like I had to pay my quarterly state business and occupation tax. And that's a giant chunk of money that has to go. And basically by the end of October, I'm broke. I have no money. Okay. So here I am. I'm in a situation. All right. And I'm in a situation where we're heading into November. People want to see new games. I don't have money. Every dollar I'm making from the streams is going towards bills. In fact, this is actually what I wanted to show you this morning. Okay. This is what I really want to show you. All right. Because there's idiots out there who they say, Phil gets a giant payment from YouTube every month, man. He's just lying constantly and making shit up about money and everything. Here's my list of financial responsibilities every month. I write it out by hand. I probably should type it out, but I write it out by hand every month, and it's a giant checklist of every bill that I owe. All right, and it's commonplace stuff. It's my internet. Here, I'll read it to you. Here's my internet, my condo dues, the electric bill, the garbage bill for the garbage guys that take the garbage away, other utilities like gas and water and stuff, my cell phone bill, my car insurance payment, my car payment, the mortgage on this house, the back tax payment that I owe to the feds every year because I didn't pay my taxes properly for several years because I couldn't afford it, the regular tax payment that I owe the government every single month because I own my own business and I have to pay them monthly for what I estimate I owe them in federal income tax, my health insurance payment. Now I have to pay these legal fees every month that I'm breaking up, in addition to other stuff. So for example, there's other things, for example, that I have to like kind of spread out payment on. But this is my life every month. I sit down with this giant checklist of stuff. And whenever money comes in, like the YouTube payment comes in roughly around the 21st, usually it's like between the 21st and 23rd of every month. The moment that money comes in, okay? The moment that money comes in, pay the mortgage, pay the taxes, pay the back taxes, pay the state taxes, pay the health insurance, it's gone. My October payment came in from YouTube and was immediately gone within like 4 days. It was gone. It went to every bill that I owed. Gone. And then on top of that, all the tips that I had made went and paid the legal fee, went and paid the health insurance, had to pay for a new vacuum. You know what I mean? So, gone. And this is my life. And this is what frustrates me, is we have a literal group of fucking scumbags out there who sit here and defame me every day and make shit up. Phil's blowing his money on DoorDash. Phil's blowing his money on mobile games. Phil's blowing his money on this and that. No, this is where my fucking money goes to every month. All of these pre-established things that I owe, that's where my money goes every fucking month. Every single time a dollar comes in, it goes right back out the door. All right? I'm not sitting here on a pile of money. Oh, what can I blow it on today? No, I'm nickel and diming my way through life right now. I really am. Now, as I've told you guys, earlier this year, it wasn't like this. Earlier this year, I was in a better situation because I was making a good amount of money on Twitch. I was making a good amount of money with tips. Things were looking up. I told you, oh man, if things had kept going that way for the whole year, I would actually be able to start saving money again. I would have a savings account, put money into it every month, have something. So, for example, if my shower breaks, if I get hit with legal fees, if the fucking vacuum breaks, I would have a savings to draw upon to pay for that stuff so that I'm not now drawing upon my daily income to pay for it. I would have had that if Twitch didn't fucking screw me and kick me out of their partner program with no legal justification for it. They have still to this day will not respond. They don't care. They feel like they have no legal responsibility to show that I did anything wrong for the fact that they kicked me out of their fucking partner program. The day they kicked me out, my income went from up here to here. And I'm trying every month to get back. It's gone up a little bit. Since I've become a full-time YouTube streamer, it's gone up a little bit more and a little bit more. And then all of a sudden in October, it went back down a little bit, which sucks. You know, I was on an upward trend every month. Oh, I'm getting a little bit better, a little bit better. Oh, now it's back down again. So this is what I'm going through, okay? Seriously, this is what I'm going through. I'm in this situation, and I got people coming to stream yelling at me, oh, why aren't you playing fucking Metroid Dread? When are you going to play Metroid Dread? Why aren't you playing Guardians? When are you going to play Guardians? When are you going to spend more money? I don't have it, okay? I don't fucking have it. I would have loved nothing better than this week to play either Metroid Dread or Guardians or both. I don't have it. I'm sorry, you know, this sucks. I don't want to sit here and talk about this, but this is my life. I don't have it because of all these circumstances that keep fucking coming up and screwing me over every month. Every time a dollar comes in, a dollar goes out. And then something comes up, I don't have the money for it, so I got to draw upon what I'm making daily. Now I don't have money to spend on anything. Tomorrow's my day off, okay? My day off for the week. I'm going to have to penny pinch the money that I have in order to afford what I do tomorrow, which is grocery shopping, having one meal out a week with my wife, getting supplies for Jasper, and other things for around the house that I can't just normally get at the grocery store. You know, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight to even just do my weekly stuff. And I haven't been out for 7 fucking days, and most of that money that I've earned over the last week is gone. On top of that, the last 2 days, you know, like I said, it's been slow. And it sucks because do I expect people to come to every stream and be completely outpouring with support? No. You would hope that it could be a balance, but it just hasn't been a balance recently because of all this shit going on behind the scenes with me. It's screwing me over. It is. It's ridiculously screwing me over to the point where I just can't get it. I can't get back to square one anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't want to play new games with you guys. I want to. I can't. Now it's like, because remember, before it was, well, I'm in the middle of too many other games. Can't play them. So now you're like, okay, well, you finished the games. Why aren't you playing the new ones? I can't afford it, man. Like, right now, so here's the situation I'm in. This is me, real talk. Right now, what's going on with me. Tomorrow is my day off. I need money for my day off. I should be okay, all right? I have no idea what I'm going to make today on streams at all. Every day it's different. I have no idea what I'm going to make on Visage and Lost Judgment today. It could be great. It could be terrible. I have no idea, okay? Tomorrow is my day off. There goes a bunch of money. There's nothing I can do about it. I got to buy shit for the house. You know, it's my day off. When I come back this week, okay, over the weekend, I have to raise, no exaggeration, $800 over the weekend. Because the middle of next week, I have to pay my internet bills and my condo dues. They amount to about $800. And I'm not going to have any excess money left over from this week to go towards that. You know? So in like 3-4 days, well, I guess 5 days, I have to, oh, by the way, Wednesday of next week is my day off. It's the only day off of the week that my wife and I can schedule together. I have to have money for that day too. So you see my predicament? In the next few days, I'm supposed to raise $800 plus money for my day off to pay everything. Oh, Phil, why don't you go buy Guardians of the Galaxy? Why aren't you buying Metroid Dread and playing them? This is why. I don't have the flexibility I used to have anymore. I don't. There was a time when I was single. I lived in Connecticut. I had zero expenses besides the basic things. I didn't have shit. I didn't have this. I didn't have people fucking with my financials and my identity, costing me thousands of dollars to fucking fix and freezing all my accounts and putting me in debt because now I have late fees and shit with all these companies because I couldn't pay on time. You know? Like all this shit going on. None of that was like that back then. So I had flexibility to go out and in 1 week I could buy 5 fucking new games, 3 of which were terrible games. And I would rush through the games and beat them all and trade them in and buy 5 new games the next week and all of that. I just don't have that anymore. I wish I did. No, really, I wish I did. Someone just said to me yesterday, Phil, are you going to play Call of Duty Vanguard? No, I'm really not interested in it. I played the beta and I thought it sucked. And someone said, well, what if someone buys it for you? Would you play it then? Yeah. If you're going to buy it for me, I'm not going to commit to playing it long term, but I'll at least play it a few sessions and see if it's any good. But I'm not going to drop my own money on it when I wasn't liking the beta. Immediately when I say that on the pre-stream, there's slanderous videos. Phil will only play any games if his fans buy them for him. He won't spend any of his own money. See what I mean? See about him? What the fuck? It's not. How is it a negative to say I'm not going to spend money on a game that I played the beta of and I'm not enjoying? How is that a negative? That's a fucking logical thing to do. If you tried out a game you didn't like it, why buy it, right? If someone's gonna buy it on my behalf because they're really desperate to see me try it, that's different. But why the fuck would I spend my hard-earned money on a game that I know sucks? Right? Anyway, let me put this paper back because it's important. This is literally everything I owe every month, and I gotta go put this over here so I don't lose it. Okay. So, folks, the reason that I'm bringing this up is because when I see people coming on the streams and literally like slandering and defaming me and saying, "Oh, Phil just doesn't want to," I don't know, he's missing opportunities because he should be playing the new games. I want to. I can't. Okay? I want to and I can't. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pay my bills next week. I don't know. It may be I have to not pay certain bills and then face late fees and issues and have to pay them after the fact. I don't know. And the fact that I've now had 2 consistently slow support days, streams where I've made like $20, $30 a stream. You know, what am I supposed to do? I can't drop money on new games. Now, I talked about this on the pre-stream yesterday, okay? And I'll say it again. If someone is interested in helping me behind the scenes, maybe you want to donate some credits to PlayStation Network or some credits to Xbox Live or some credits to Nintendo. I mean, if you want me to play Metroid Dread, right? And, of course, the Pokemon game that's coming up later this month, Nintendo Online Store credits, all right? That would help me tremendously right now. Really. That would help me tremendously because it would give me flexibility to do whatever. In fact, I'll tell you this right now, okay? Okay, enough of this. I'm not entertaining dumb questions anymore. I'm just not. When I get dumb questions, why don't you get a second job? Fuck off. No, really, fuck off. You're out of here. Phil, I don't understand, Phil. You work 6 days a week full time. You just streamed 7 straight days full time. Why don't you get a second job? Fuck off. You're gone. Don't come back. I swear to God, people are so fucking stupid. Anyway, so all this being said, yes, that would help tremendously. If I can tell you this right now, if I were to receive some gifted credits for, say, Xbox Live or I guess PlayStation Network, I guess it doesn't really matter. Although personally, I've preferred playing games recently on Xbox Live. I have. I like playing on my Xbox Series X. I like this controller. I like that I get surround sound. So that I would prefer if you were going to pick, oh, gee, I'd like to get filled credits of PSN versus Xbox Live. I would definitely prefer Xbox Live, but I'm not going to be a picky chooser here. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. If people want to gift me some stuff so I can easily buy games over the next month and take some pressure off, that would help tremendously. Yes, absolutely. And like I said, definitely with Nintendo Online for Metroid Dread and for Pokemon coming up, that's what I would definitely need for that. So I would say either PlayStation Network or Xbox Live credits or Nintendo Online credits. That would help me tremendously in November. Because then I would, okay, I already got Forza on Game Pass, so I don't have to worry about that. And if I could cover the rest of the stuff for the rest of the month, I'm like, okay, now all my money that comes in, I can focus on the essentials, the bills I need to pay and everything, and not worry about, now I can't even afford games for the streams and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense, okay? I hope that makes sense. But it's incredibly stressful and frustrating to me when I'm literally trying to just scrape by to make ends meet right now because of all the shit that's going on in my life. And I got people on the internet completely lying and slandering me saying that, oh, Phil's lying and doesn't know what he's talking about and he's making shit up. And then on top of that, I got people coming to my stream saying, oh, well, I'm not entertained by Visage. It's just another horror game. He should be playing Metroid Dread. Yeah, I don't have the fucking money for Metroid Dread. You know? I wish. I fucking wish. Are there certain games we can buy for you or you decide what it goes to? Says Nealter. You can't buy games for me because they don't do that anymore. There's no such thing as, oh, I bought a digital code and I sent you the code and it downloads the game. They did away with that. Now it's just the credits. You could buy codes that you redeem for credits on these networks. It sucks. I used to actually like that when people could send me a code, oh, now you own the game. In fact, I remember the last Forza, that's exactly what happened. Someone sent me a code, I put it in, it gave me the full game and the season pass and everything. I was like, oh, that's cool. You can't even do that anymore. Now it's all just tied generically to the credits, I guess. That's it. So, yeah, you know, but if you know what I'm going to buy. If you give me Nintendo Network credits, I'll buy Metroid Dread and I'll buy Pokemon for the month. If you give me Xbox credits, I'll buy Guardians of the Galaxy, I'll pay for GTA Collection. And then what else is coming up this month? Battlefield, right? So I'll pay for Battlefield with that. You know, that's what it's going to go to. If you give me PlayStation credits, I mean, I'll be honest here. Probably I'll get Guardians with it. I don't know if I want to get GTA Trilogy on the PlayStation 5 because, number one, I really like this controller. Number two, I'll get surround sound. Now, then again, you know, Rockstar hasn't actually come out and said, will there be surround sound in the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy? Have they? What they said is remastered visuals. They said that. They didn't say anything about the audio. And those games do not have surround sound. So I'm wondering if that would even matter then. Maybe it wouldn't. Yeah, maybe it actually wouldn't at all, right? Okay. Alright. Anyway, guys. Oh, Zen Shuriken says, what if someone says, use this for Call of Duty? Then I would do that. Like, someone right now, if someone sent me some credits and said, Phil, I really want to see you play Call of Duty on Friday. Will you do it if I send you this code? Yes. I'll play Call of Duty on Friday. I'll probably just do the multiplayer, though. Like, I don't think that the campaign's going to be worth playing. I'll probably just mess with the multiplayer. But, yeah, if that's what people wanted, yeah, absolutely. But, again, the other thing, the caveat of that, don't just send me stuff and be like, oh, now use it for a game that we're not even talking about. Like, oh, I'm going to send you a code and play fucking Shin Megami Tensei. No, I didn't say I'm playing it. I mean, I'm not going to now take these weird criteria. Now you're going to force me to play games on my streams that I'm not even interested in playing now because you think you're just going to send me the credits for it. That, no, I'm definitely not doing that. It has to be a game that we're talking about and that we're interested in doing and everything this month, okay? And here's the other thing, guys. This is what I've tried to convey, and people, I guess, have basically forgotten about it. So I want to reconvey something, all right? The reason that the tips goals are what they are, all right? $50, $100, $150. Remember, the tips goals used to only be $100 per stream when I was on Twitch. The reason I had to up those tips goals is to try to make up for the lost revenue that I had since I moved from Twitch to YouTube. I used to have 900 subs on Twitch. I used to have tons of cheers coming in constantly. And when I was removed from the Twitch Partner Program for no legitimate reason, I lost all of that. I had to uproot my entire following and bring it over here and put it down on YouTube. And a lot of people didn't come over. There's no gifted subs or memberships over here. There's a lot lost. I'm making way less monthly on YouTube than I was on Twitch. I just am. And I'm living with that, which is why I've tried to urge people, please tip, of how important it is. I just had 2 to 3 days here where it's like, you know, low income, you know? And there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that at all. I'm putting out entertaining streams. The attendance is good on the streams. People are telling me they like the streams. It just sucks. That's the nature of the beast when you're a content creator, is that you don't know what you're going to make. You just don't. One day could be outstanding and one day could be bad. And I've had a series of bad days this particular week. And it's like, now what's going to happen the next week? I don't even know. You guys are clamoring for me to play new games that I can't afford. By the way, I don't even know if I can afford my bills in the next week, you know? And that's the life I'm living right now. It sucks ass. Okay? So, it's this simple, guys. If you want to help out, please do. Whether that means you tip me today, or whether that means you can maybe send some digital codes my way for various networks. And again, anything would help. Whether it's Nintendo, Xbox Live, or PlayStation, we'll make it work, whatever it is. But understand, it's going to go towards the games I've already talked about, whether it's Metroid Dread and Pokemon, or whether it's going to be, now I'm having a brain fart. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, or the GTA Collection, or Battlefield later this month. These are the games that we're looking at for this month, okay? Now, something else I'm going to say, all right? Because I am getting frustrated with how people react to certain things. People right now are doing super chats. Thank you. Super chats help this channel in the long term. Super chats, I will not get the benefit from until, like, at this point, if you're super chatting today, late December. Late December, I'll get some help from those super chats, and I appreciate that. All right? But I don't want to hear people now saying, oh, Phil's ungrateful because he got a bunch of super chats today and he's saying that he still needs help. Fuck you. No, really. Again, fuck you. Because you know what I'm asking for. Help now. To pay for the games coming up now. To pay my bills coming up now. Not things in December. Things now. You're not helping by coming on this stream and being a dickhead to me and acting like I'm being ungrateful because someone's doing a super chat. No, I'm very grateful. The super chats help, but they don't help me now. This isn't going to help me get through the next few weeks to month. It's going to help me next month. So stop with the bullshit coming in here and acting like I'm ungrateful when the problem is now, not a month and a half from now. You know, but this is how people are. They want to do everything that they possibly can do to be dickheads to me. To just basically fucking be nasty to me. And I'm tired of it. You know, I'm here struggling. I'm here struggling, doing my best every day to hold my shit together and put out fun and entertaining streams for you guys and not letting this shit seep through onto the streams. You know, I don't want to talk about every day. Oh my God, it really killed me last week when I got a $1,500 bill and now it's lingering on my head because I only paid a third of it and there's still more I have to pay every month now moving forward, and the interest and fees. And by the way, I don't even have enough money to make my fucking bills paid this week. Oh, by the way, I just had 2 slow days. This is all the shit that's going through my head when I'm sitting here trying to entertain you guys, you know? It's fucked up. It is. It's fucked up. And, you know, it's just, I don't even know what else to say because I'm just tired of people being dicks to me. That's the bottom line. It would be one thing if, like, okay, so we're all chilling, we're having a good time on the streams, right? But no, you have to have the dickhead who comes on the stream. Why aren't you playing Metroid Dread? Why aren't you playing Guardians? Why aren't you playing this? Why aren't you playing that? Like, you want to talk about being fucking so out of touch with fucking reality, right? Seriously. Seriously. You want to be so fucking out of touch with reality. It blows my mind. It does. It blows my fucking mind. How people are just like complete and utter dicks to me about this shit, you know? And it's just, they're out of control. And again, the moronic conspiracy theorists, completely moronic shit that they say is insanely nonsensical stuff. Phil, you only have $5,000 in bills a month. Really? That's what you think? I can tell you right now, between my mortgage and my taxes, just those 2 payments a month is more than $5,000 a month. Just my mortgage and my taxes alone, I'm paying more than $5,000 a month. You're a moron. Really. If you want to sit here and you want to be a part of this dumb fuck conspiracy theory cult on the internet about me, you are brain dead stupid. Really. You are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. You don't know anything. You literally have your head so far up each other's fucking asses that you don't want to live in the real world. And one day you're going to become an adult. Really, one day. You're going to be forced to, whether you like it or not. One day you're going to grow up and you're going to become an adult. All right? And you're going to have to deal with reality of how shit happens when you're an adult. That you have all these responsibilities constantly. And it's, all this is on you, on your shoulders. And you have to deal with things day in, day out, stressful things that come up that you don't expect. And now on top of that, in my life, not only do I have all the regular responsibilities of a normal adult, I have to deal with scumbags on the internet who want to fuck with my life all the time. Constantly trying to ruin things left and right. Fucking with me. Really trying to fuck. Seriously. And it's like, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your fucking mind? And I'm supposed to sit here and just take the abuse, right? I'm supposed to just sit here and take the abuse every day. I'll just brush it off, it's fine, right? No, fuck you. I had enough of it. You get to your breaking point. I'm trying to be here and be entertaining and being fun. And, you know, I'm just trying to have a good time with all of you. That's all it's about. All I want to do is sit here and have a good time with games every day with my viewing audience. That's what I do this for. This, in a lot of ways, these streams are relaxing to me. These streams are, in a way, they release me from the stress and everything. You know what I mean? I like that. I come and I get to forget about the stress of this shit and just, you know, go into games and have good fun with games and chill with you guys. I love the conversations we have on the streams. They allow me to have fun interactions and we talk and we learn and, you know, it's great. It absolutely is great. I don't need to fucking be here on the stream, all right, and have people come in here being disgusting to me constantly, sneak dissing and fucking behind, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. They do this on purpose to try to have it build up and stress me out. And I've had it. I really, you know, I just want to have a good time on my streams at this point, you know? I don't want to have this fucking abuse. I'm tired of it. And I have to put up with it every day, you know? Oh, see, Phil is out of touch with his audience because he won't play Metroid Dread and he won't play Guardians of the Galaxy. I would love to drop everything right now and play them. I mean, I wouldn't drop Visage because it's a really good game. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if that was the case, I would play either one instead of Condemned Criminal Origins. Do you think that out of nowhere I just decided I want to play Condemned Criminal Origins, a game from 100 years ago? No. It's because I have nothing else I can do. I have no money. You know what I mean? That's why. So, that's the situation I'm in. And I seriously hope that you guys will understand, or at least try to understand, the situation that I'm in and where I'm coming from. Alright? Like, really, like, it's so frustrating to me trying to balance my life with all this financial shit and then the streams and everything. And I gotta have scumbags coming to stream and being nasty to me every day. Alright? And sometimes you gotta say good riddance to bad rubbish, because I've seen a couple people are basically like exploding in the stream chat. People who, oh, they pretend like they support me, they pretend like they're positive, and they're not. They're shitheads. They sit here and they sneak this and they say underhanded things. They try to literally bring up either detractor memes or literal drama shit every day. They do it on purpose so that they can try to derail the shit that I'm doing on my streams, you know? And it just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun, man. I really just want to fucking have fun. That's it. That's all I want to do is have fun with you guys. And not put up with all your nonsense. This fucking garbage that these people do when they come in, man. Seriously. Swaggins can't even eat a Subway sandwich right now. He can't. He's trying. He's trying so hard to eat a delicious Subway sandwich, and he can't. Because people are such scumbags. Unreal. Actually, by the way, you shouldn't be eating a Subway sandwich. You should go get something better. How dare you eat a disgusting Subway sandwich, Swaggins? That's a terrible choice. It's an absolutely terrible choice. Okay. Anyway. Now. In a nutshell, because I don't want to talk about this all day. If you want to help me out right now, there's several ways you can help me out. Here are the real ways you can help me out right now in the short term. Tip me, because if you tip me, that's money I could use to pay bills, or it's money that I can use to buy a game, or donate some kind of credits to one of the gaming networks, whether it's Nintendo Online, which would be for Metroid Dread and or Pokemon, whether it's Xbox Live or PSN, which would obviously be upcoming for Guardians and for the GTA trilogy, and then later this month Battlefield, and anything else that comes up this month, because I'm sure what happens is there's always a few things that kind of pop up during the course of a month, okay? That's what you can do to help, all right? That is what you can do to help. Coming onto the stream and saying shit, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Phil just doesn't, he's not in line with the viewers and fans, and he's not playing the games we want. He should be playing Guardians and fucking Metroid Dread right now. That's not productive. That doesn't help. That just means that you're a shithead. Really. Because now that I've told you the situation I'm in, that just makes you an entitled shithead. To come on here, and basically what you're doing is you're saying, I don't respect Phil as a person or a content creator. I just want to come on here and I want to make him feel bad constantly by saying shit because he knows he wants to play those games and he can't. So let me be a dickhead to him. All right? So if you say that shit, you're out of here. And I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm just not, you know, I'm too nice is what it is. I'm too nice of a person. And I let people come on here and sneak diss and come on and reference the tractor shit all the time. Fucking Snow Carl has been doing it for how many months? And I'm just trying to be a nice guy and everything. You know, I'm trying to be a nice guy. And how many times can I put up with that? You know, if that was the real one, I'm assuming it's the real one. People are saying it's the real one. But you see, I'm just too nice of a fucking guy where I let people throw these barbs at me. People tell me all the time, actually, that other streamers don't put up with that shit. Oh, you know, you go on there, you get instant banned if you try to say anything like that. I try to maintain a nice chill atmosphere on my stream so that everyone is welcome and everyone can have a good time. That's my intention on my streams, you see? But if these people are going to be like this, I can't have it. You know, I'm not gonna have people abusing me constantly on my streams. So, you know, I have to say if that was the real Snow Carl, that's unfortunate. But man, what a fucking idiot. You know, obviously he didn't want to be here to begin with. He was here just to do this, like I said, the sneak dissing and the stupid shit every day anyway. So, what a moron. Yeah, Zen Shuriken, here's the thing. He says Phil's pretty lenient on sneak dissing. I personally, okay. Oh, was it a fake Snow Carl? If it was, I'm glad to hear that. Because if that was the real Snow Carl, that's actually very unfortunate. Because I don't, you know, Snow Carl tends to get involved with stuff that he knows he shouldn't. And I talked to him about it, and I'm like, dude, just lay off. Just lay off. And I hope that he will, because he has to understand that some of the stuff he brings up actually is harmful to me and my family, too. Some of the shit that he asks. So I don't know if that's really him or not. But I hope it's really not him, but if it is, it's a fucking shame. But anyway. Oh, you think so? Swaggins thinks it was the real one. That's just fucking unfortunate. And that guy, I don't know, man. All right. Anyway, that's the deal. And I don't really want to talk about it anymore. Now I got it off my chest. Now you guys know the deal. If you want to help me the most right now, because things are hurting financially, please tip me today or send me via email some credits. Some people are saying, I guess digital codes still exist. To my knowledge, they don't. People were sending me codes for games years ago and said that they stopped doing it. They had to start sending me credit codes because the codes didn't exist anymore. If they exist, great. Whatever. That's like water under the bridge. Who cares? Why contradict me? If you want to help, help. You know? Don't forget about the contradictions, you know? Chicken Man says, Snow Carl never super chats. It's always tips. That is true. That is true. Okay. All right. Let's now get the shout-outs. Because already, look, it's already noon. Let's get the shout-outs, okay? All right, so Nathan Smith did a very generous super chat. And I appreciate that, Nathan. I really do. I know that's how you usually contribute, and thank you. That will help me long term. That's not going to help me at all with my short-term problems, but that will definitely help me in the long term. So thank you for that. He says, I hope this helps. And the message I sent yesterday was how Call of Duty Zombies looks like it's Hades, as in you choose what upgrades you want, and then when you die, you choose different ones, and it's not round-based this year. Keep up the good work. That's weird. So they've completely redesigned Zombies to be a different style of game. I see what you're saying. That's interesting. Thank you for the super chat very much, Nathan. Agility 1983 did a super chat and says, how about new stuff on Game Pass? Lots of variety. Oh, again, Agility, I'm sure there is. But the problem is people aren't asking for stuff on Game Pass. They're literally screaming at me, why didn't you play Metroid Dread? Why didn't you play Guardians? Why won't you play them? Why do you keep avoiding them? I don't think that playing anything on Game Pass randomly is going to appease people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want the whatever's new or hot, and I missed 2 games in October. Admittedly, Guardians was one that went right under my nose because no one knew it was going to be good. And I would love to play them, but I can't right now because of the situation, you know? Oh, this was just a troll that got banned. So here we go. Bill Hicks Resurrected did a super chat and claims, if you go to Amazon.com and you type in Metroid Dread game code, it'll bring you to a place where you can buy the digital code. Maybe that is the case for Nintendo. You may be right. I know, at least in the last few years, when I was getting everything on PlayStation, people were telling me that wasn't the case anymore. That they wanted to buy me game codes, they couldn't, so they had to send me the code to get the credit on the store, and I would have to get the games manually, because apparently the game codes didn't work anymore. You couldn't directly just send someone a code to get a game. Maybe it's different on Nintendo Store, okay? Parasolo, thanks for the super chat. I don't care about No Nut November. I'm an adult. Just saying to the super chat and says, all the trolling is getting old. What's the point? The thing is, what it is they really want to break me down. They do at this point. Like, these idiots have tried absolutely everything. They really have. I mean, when you get to the point where you've committed crimes, multiple crimes against someone, whether it's swatting, doxing, fucking, you know what I mean? Identity theft. They've done everything they can, and now it's what? Well, instead, let's fucking break down Phil psychologically instead, right? Let's make it so that now, let's make it like him feel like shit on every stream. Let's have a bunch of people come on his stream saying terrible things about his wife, saying terrible things about him, that he doesn't want to play the games, that he's out of touch with his audience. You know what I mean? Like, they're literally doing every possible thing. And you're right. It's like to the point where, you know, it's like, for me, it's like another drop in the river. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's another drop in the river. It's constant bad feelings and abuse. So to see it, it's like, but you know, what really frustrates me is when I have a month now, like, I really want to put out the best stuff for you guys in November. I do. I absolutely want to put out the absolute best content for you that I can, and I can't because of financial limitations, and then people have to be blatantly fucking lying about me. And it's like, that's not going to fly anymore. I just can't. I have to say something about it. I know, because this kind of pre-stream is what they want, but it's what I have to do when I'm at my limit, man. I'm a human, and I get to my fucking limit, and I have to respond at some point. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Bill Hicks did another super chat, so you can 100% buy digital game codes on Amazon. Again, if it's Nintendo, then maybe you're correct. I don't know about anything else. I really don't. I don't know about anything else. So the first tip of today is from your boy Bob, who tipped me $1.50. Thank you, your boy Bob, for getting the tipping started today. Let's get that on the leaderboard. And then Clementine tipped me $4.20, so one of the best. Thank you, Clementine. I wish I had seen that first, so I didn't. That was kind of a waste updating that leaderboard there. I appreciate the kind words and the support. Okay. All right. So we're starting off today with $5 in tips. All right. It would be great if we could hit the tips goals today. I mean it. Like today, especially with everything going on, the fact that the last 2 days we didn't hit the tips. The last 2 days, this is all we hit. That's it. We didn't even hit a hat goal. So I didn't even get to 2/3 of the amount of tips that I need to raise to basically make ends meet and afford my basic shit. Okay? That's the situation I'm in. And then I got people screaming at me that I don't want to spend money on games. It's like, fuck you. You know? Like I said, next week I got a ton of bills to pay, and I got to put up with this psychological abuse of these fucking shitheads coming on here every day. So guys, hopefully things will go better today. All right? I'm about to get scared shitless with Visage. Okay? I know I am. Visage is going to scare the crap out of me. It has the last few days. The hospital is getting creepier. We got to dodge a bunch of faceless freaks and try to see where else the game takes us. There's actually a third story that we haven't even seen yet. A completely different third story coming up. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the third story of Visage. I hope you guys are too. Here's what's going to happen, though. I'm going to go on break, and a bunch of people are going to leave the stream, and that's okay. A lot of people just came here for drama this morning. They got their dose of drama. They got to see supposedly Snow Carl get banned for being a shithead. and now they get to move on with their lives. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. For those of you who are here to actually enjoy games and have fun with me today, welcome. You know, all the regulars, welcome. How you doing? I hope that you're ready for a normal day, because it's going to be a normal day. I'm not going to let this shit bother me. I'm not going to let this shit derail my streams all day. I got what I had to say off my chest. You guys know the deal now, right? You know what's going on with me. If you'd like to help, please, by all means, do. And let's see how today goes. Okay? All right. All right, guys. So, let's take a break. All right, let's take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes with the continuation of Visage on the stream. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you in a bit. All right.